Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for December. I hope everybody's well. I'm going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Pisces out there. So guys, if it's not your reading, check your other signs and placements, see if your messages might be there. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest. The energies could reverse or flip-flop, so if it is resonating, get in where you fit in, but as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Pisces. Pisces. All right, Pisces, you're starting out with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the Hangman. And you have the Three of Wands. Ooh, that's a lot of waiting energy. You've got two cards of waiting. One of them a major arcana. I feel like there's something here that you're waiting for. There's a suspension. Now, keep in mind, the Hangman has put themselves in that position of waiting. So this is something that you do have control over. However, I feel like you're a little bit bored. You feel like possibly you're not learning something in this situation. You're waiting for something here to happen, and you feel like you can't move forward. You can't progress forward until this does occur. And as a result, you're not investing in the situation. Yeah, you're kind of holding back. You're not investing, and there's definitely this sense of boredom. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. All right, so we have the Page of Wands reversed. We have the Star card reversed, Aquarius energy. And we have the Empress, Libra or Taurus energy. All right, so what I'm seeing is that the person that's in your energy can be a little bit immature at times, particularly in the way that they communicate. I do feel like this is somebody that does know their value and their self-worth. They kind of sit back and they draw to them. They attract to them. There is something, though, that is a little bit unbalanced in the situation. I don't know if they think that you're not giving because you are kind of held back. You're not really investing here. So there's a sense here of this person feeling like there's an imbalance here, and it's affecting them on an emotional level. I think their base energy, though, is one where they are, very grounded normally. They're normally extremely grounded. I don't know. Do you find this person to be boring, Pisces? Because for some of you, this is a new person, and you find them to be a little bit boring. But it's just because they are very, they sit back. They don't chase. They don't, chase down what they want. They attract what they want. So let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. The Ten of Swords. So there's been an ending here. And it was painful for both of you. This is a situation you are not investing in. Possibly with a new person. This is a situation where somebody's not communicating with you. It could also be that the both of you found that the chemistry was off for a moment. But there's a painful ending between the two of you. Show me what's affecting this connection. This person might be younger than you, but they don't have to be. All right, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And the Page of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, this person's not talking. They're keeping silent here. Definitely immature energy, and particularly in how they communicate. You don't want to be bothered. You're coming across here as, just waiting for the air to clear, feeling a little bored, but you don't want to be bothered. I feel like this painful ending here, it came about because you were kind of always stressed. This person stressed you the hell out. And so I feel like now you're no longer stressed. You don't really know what's going on with them or what they're doing. They kind of gave up hope on this connection. And with you, you're now kind of waiting. You're just kind of hanging out, waiting, maybe dipping your fingers in your emotions a little bit. Fall time frame is definitely important, and we are at the end of fall, so this likely occurred during the fall time frame. Show me the outcome, because I see you waiting for something here. Ooh, you're waiting for justice. Justice in the reverse. Yeah, you're waiting for justice. This person that's in your energy, I feel like they have almost this oblivious energy to them. Like they don't know what's going on with you. They don't really care unless it affects them. So there's this oblivious energy. Justice in the reverse, there could be legalities between the two of you that are yet unresolved. And that would be because a decision has not yet been reached. So if this is a divorce or there's legal issues, I feel like you're waiting for justice. And they feel very confident that they're going to get whatever it is that they want here. Interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Leo, but you don't have to be. With the Strength card in the reverse, that's fear. There's some sort of fear that is underlying all of this. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? The Death card and the Knight of Swords. So you're the one who, you told this person, look, I'm done here. This is over. I'm finished. So this message was delivered, and it was painful. I mean, I don't feel like you enjoyed doing this, but I feel like it was more painful for the other person. They could have also been somebody who, you know, when they don't get what they want, they kind of have a little bit of a tantrum. So when this ended, they could have acted up or acted out. Why is the Hangman here? Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Now that's interesting. All right, so what you're waiting for is balance. You're waiting for someone to come into your life who is going to bring balance and be stable. Somebody who, you know, can nurture and take care of you, your home, your family. So I do feel like you feel that this person did not provide that. This person may not have been, they may not have been faithful in the connection. Or it could have been you that wasn't. Either way, I feel like what you're waiting for is somebody that you feel is nurturing, kind, stable. And you don't identify this person as being that way. You're waiting for somebody who's generous. You may feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, particularly financial responsibilities right now. And you may be kind of trying to find your balance financially as well, because you could have had a financial loss related to this connection. I do feel like, you know, things are going to balance out for you, but you're kind of in that waiting period. Let me see. And you don't want to be bothered with this person. I can tell that. This person created a lot of anxiety in your life. Page of Pentacles reversed and the Empress in reverse. So while this person is thinking very highly of themselves, you don't think very highly of them, because you have the Empress reversed. Theirs is in the upright. You don't feel like this is a very kind or nurturing person, and you don't even want to talk to them. I feel like you're waiting for somebody new. You're waiting for this, like you have an idealized version of who would make a good partner for you, and you feel like this person is not it. You're waiting for that person. That's what you're waiting for. So let me see their energy. Show me why the Page of Wands is reversed for the person in Pisces energy. All right, we have the Two of Swords and the Moon. This person's keeping secrets. They're trying to decide whether or not they should reveal them. There's things this person's not been telling you. So they're deciding whether or not they're going to keep their secrets or they're going to reveal those secrets to you. I do feel like this person is feeling a little bit depressed, possibly hopeless at times, but they're not letting you know that. Why is the Star card here in reverse? The Magician, Gemini, Cancer energy, very strong Gemini energy. Yeah, this person does have feelings for you. They do have feelings for you, but they're actually manifesting this connection. But they're also very immature. They're pulled back. They're not talking to you. They're feeling a bit hopeless about it. So this person does have feelings for you. And they're trying to manifest you back. Why is the Empress here? All right, we have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. So this person, Pisces, may want to, you know, come towards you. What they're actually hoping is that you're going to come towards them. So this person views themselves as the Empress. You view them as the Empress in reverse. You're not wanting to have anything to do with them. But they're thinking to themselves, I'm going to sit over here and I'm going to just, you know, manifest Pisces in. And eventually Pisces is going to understand that I am the right person for them. I'm their soulmate, and they're going to come towards me and not only offer me love, but they're going to offer me a firm commitment. For others of you, this person could be involved with somebody that is married. Yeah, let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. Either way, this person almost seems to be in a little bit of a world of their own. The way you view them and the way they view themselves is very different. All right, so Ace of Swords reversed. Again, you're not wanting to talk to this person. It's almost like you're saying, I said everything I needed to say. It was difficult, it was painful, but it's done. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person wants to free themselves from the pain that they're experiencing. There is something, though, that they need to tell you that they have hidden from you. And they're debating back and forth. Do they want to tell you? This person's feeling a little guilty and about some secrets that they've been keeping, things that they haven't told you. And so I do feel like this person wants to unburden themselves, and they're trying to decide, should they reveal something to you? You don't care, is the thing, is that, and I hate to put it so bluntly, but pretty much what you're saying here is, I don't want to talk to you. I don't need the clarity. I said everything I needed to say. I'm not investing in this. It was a bad investment to begin with. And I have an idealized version of who I want to be with, and it's not you. I want to be with a queen or a king, and you're showing up here as a page. So let me see what's affecting the connection. Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Swords reversed. So what's affecting the connection is that there was some sort of a passionate new beginning elsewhere. I feel like this person had an affair. That's the secret that they're trying to decide, do they want to tell you? Because I feel like you don't know that. You might suspect that they were not faithful to you, but there's some sort of passion that occurred that is affecting this connection. And this person wants to free themselves from this secret that they're holding. They want to tell you, Four of Swords reversed. They want to tell you so that it can bring healing. It's a lie. There's a lie. Page of Swords reversed, and they want to tell you. It's almost like somehow they believe that will bring you back somehow, that will heal the connection in some manner. Which is not, I don't see that happening. I really don't. You may suspect something. A lot of you don't even suspect anything, but like I said, you could care less. They're manifesting you to come back. They're manifesting communication, and they're trying to decide how much should they divulge about what has happened. For you, you got the Nine of Swords reversed. You just don't care. What do you not care about? You don't care if this is a balanced connection. You don't care if this person was faithful or loving or kind. You're done. You've taken the loss. It's like you took the L. Now you're finding balance. You want to move on with your life. Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like you're saying that, ending this connection, as painful as it was What's the best thing? Now I'm open. Now I'm ready for a new start. So when my ideal person comes in, I'm going to have my passionate new beginning. Things are going to work out for me. You're turning in a much more positive, way. And this person's still looking back with some unrealistic expectations, I might add. Why is justice in reverse? Show me the outcome for Pisces. Show me the outcome for Pisces. Two of Coins reversed. The Sun. The Tower. Ooh. And Judgment. This person's going to try to come in and get back together with you. Yeah, they view themselves as being the victim in the situation. They view themselves as being loving, kind, and compassionate. You view them as the opposite. So this person's going to come back in and try to reconcile this relationship. It's not going to work out well because it's really not balanced. You both are viewing things from a very, very different perspective. It's going to cause a tower moment here for this person for sure. But it's going to give them the clarity that they need. In your energy, I feel like you almost know that this person's going to show up, that they're going to come back and try to reconcile. You're trying to create balance in your life, and this is, you've already weighed up the pros and cons. Any offer that they give to you, you're not going to accept. You are waiting for somebody that is basically the opposite of how you view this person. You're waiting for somebody who is legitimately in the Empress energy, and you don't feel that this person really is. So I feel like they're going to come in, they're going to try to reconcile, it'll create this tower moment, and it's going to cause some imbalance for you as well. But like I said, you've already thought this through. You were waiting basically for this to happen. It's like you knew it was going to happen, and you're basically shooting this person down. But it's going to give them, and because you're moving towards your happiness, your future, you feel like this was supposed to end. And you're anticipating your new relationship, your next relationship. You're manifesting it, if I can say it that way. This person in your energy will get the clarity that they need in order to be able to move forward from there. So, yeah, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. That tells me that this is over. This is done. Yeah, this is a done deal. You don't feel the way that you were hoping. It didn't develop the way you were hoping it would. Let me see if there's any further information or guidance through the oracles. All right, so your card says, being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. Hang on a second and I'll read that for you. Takes me a little longer to find it with this particular deck, oracle deck, so give me a second if you would. All right, so it says, everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Let go of the shore and allow the currents to dictate your direction. You don't need to decide and plan everything yourself. Let things flow effortlessly. What the universe wants you to know is when you are truly in the flow, you don't need to push or exert great effort to make things happen. If there is a situation in your life that is not falling into place, let it go. It's not the right time. If there aren't smooth currents regarding a specific area of your life, it might mean that you're trying to control the outcome or that you're being overly self-critical. Know that you can flow around any obstacle. The way to do so is with gratitude and appreciation. Allow others and spirit to support and care for you. So some questions that you can ask yourself is there anything stopping my ability to adapt to the circumstances of my life? If so, how can I move beyond it? What is the most important area in my life to let go of so that I can get into the flow? And the final question is, Do I feel the need to stay in control? And does this truly serve me? All right. So, sorry about that, guys. So it sounds like, you know, you're transitioning beautifully. I feel like this person might be kind of, you know, trying to control the situation, come back in. They're going to get the clarity that they need if they do that. But hopefully this gave you some clarity. If you resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you are loved, and namaste.